Now then, people, it's Joe, Leeds TV. It is your pre-match review or post, whatever you want to call it, in preparation for Birmingham. Just before I begin, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, hitting the notification so you get notified. We've had an uptake in subscribers lately, so thank you very much for your support, and hola to them people in Argentina. Conor's just done his video with Brummy Joe. It's really good content. Make sure you give it a watch. It gives us an insight into Birmingham, a little bit more in depth. It gave me an insight. It educated me on what we can expect from Birmingham. But yeah, here we are. So Birmingham then tomorrow. Gary Monk, return of the snake. Do you know what it is with Gary Monk? It's sort of like that feeling towards him's gone now. Feels a little bit insignificant. He was here, it was a good time, he gave us good memories, you know. Brighton away, Brighton at home, that late last goal from Wood, where for me, that's when I thought the playoffs was nailed on. You know, that late equaliser against Newcastle at St James's Park, he gave us some really good times, you know. And I think Birmingham, in a sense, are a lot like us then, in that the only difference being that they don't have that player to put the ball in the back of the net, if that makes sense. So we were always in games, we were very defensive under Monk. He seemed to want to stay in the game, at least up until half-time. We'd get to half-time and then we'd have a go. That's very much how his Birmingham side seemed to be playing. The only difference is they don't have a Chris Wood to put it in the back of the net. I mean, that season Chris Wood was unreal. He seemed to score every week. We were 1-0 specialists, 2-0 specialists, you know. But that's the only difference, and I can't see Birmingham scoring or causing us enough problems to get a win on the weekend, do you know what I mean? They don't concede many, so, you know, it will be tight. I don't think it'll be the same sort of style of play as a Borough, for example, where you just probably could go all night and you look like you're not going to score. But I do think they will be strong and they will be difficult to beat. But I thought that about Preston. You know, just touching on Preston, the way it did surprise me, they did seem to change tack to how they played in the Carabao Cup. They were nowhere near as pressing us as much as they did in that game. But it will be interesting to see how Gary Monk and Birmingham set up. You know, they've got Jota is a top player. You know, I think Harry Redknapp took in there from Brentford. But Harry Redknapp does what Harry Redknapp does and spent loads. I mean, it made me laugh actually, because I remember when he was saying they were nailed on for the playoffs and stuff when they had that terrible start under him. But I think, like Brummy Joe touched on before, the worst thing they did was to appoint Zola. You know, it happens a lot, especially with the Italians. It seems Watford did it as well for a period of time. You know, they bring in these, you know, big names, but just because they were big name footballers doesn't mean they're going to be top managers, and that's proved the fact with Zola. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's at Chelsea now under Sarri, but is that more just to embed Sarri into the Premiership as opposed to his actual qualities as a coach? But yeah, Birmingham, I fancy us really, especially after the Preston result. 2-3 again for me. I just don't think they're going to be able to deal with our speed, really. The way we transition from defence to attack in a few passes is really breathtaking at the minute. And I can't see Birmingham being able to handle that, and I don't see them having much of a goal threat. That's just my opinion. But yeah, you know, I'm just trying to think really what else there is to cover. Other than I'm confident of a Leeds United win. I don't know what you guys think. Make sure you put it in the comments. I think for me, I would be confident for Tyler Roberts to get on the score sheet again. You know, maybe 2-0, 3-0. That's my prediction. Roberts with a brace. Like I say, let me know what you think. Any Birmingham fans out there, if you've got any ideas of what you think you can expect from Leeds, you know, make sure you stick it in the comments. I don't want to just, you know, rabbit on for the sake of rabbiting it on. I'm just excited, you know. I've got work now, and then you know, after work I come home, I sleep, morning it's match day, and that's what we live for. Do you know what I mean? I love Ellen Road Saturdays. at home. You know, it's a sellout again, so well done everyone for the support. And let's just keep the momentum. I said, you know, that we would go undefeated in September if we got a result at Millwall. I still feel that that's the case. I fancy us to beat Wednesday next Friday as well, and then we move on into October. We'll be doing a review after the Sheff Wednesday game. I think obviously we'll get us post match up, but me and the team will do a September review, and I think it'll be a really positive month for us. Oscar should have his post match thoughts as well. Likes to go a bit more in depth, and if you haven't already, make sure you check out the chat we had with Brummy Joe from the Ramblings. It's a really good chat and a really good insight into Birmingham as a whole, and Gary Monk. But yeah, Gary Monk's probably going to get a bit of a naughty reception, as you can expect. But for me now, it's been and gone. You know, I just think we all didn't want him to do well at Wolves. Wolves, what am I talking about? At Borough, and that happened. And I think you know, the grass isn't always greener, and we were all a little bit buzzing when it went tits up for him at Borough. Now I'm really not asked, do what you want, but you know, I think Birmingham to come in the form that they're in, they haven't won yet. They're going to be difficult to beat. They don't score goals for me, and they're not going to trouble us. But and they've also got the 15 point. You know, 12-15 point deduction hanging over the Reds as well. So, you know, there's all that to contend with, and we've been there. And when you're in that sort of mire, sometimes you just can't get a result for love nor money. So I just think we'll impound their struggles at the minute. You never know. I mean, I know Ramblings touched on it. Some people are calling for Monk's head. Let's see. It would be funny if that did happen, because, like I say, he genuinely, it felt to me anyway when he was here that he could have built something. But you know, we're in a lovely position at the minute. We've got probably the best coach, bar one or two in the Prem, in the whole of England. So, you know, we can't complain. You know, we've done a bit with the Football Republic. I've noticed a lot. There's a lot of documentaries coming out about him at the minute. So, you know, you can see he's well loved, and it's just great to have him at the helm. Make sure you look out for that video by the Football Republic when it does come out. We'll share it anyway. But yeah, it's some exciting times. I know Oscar's doing a bit on All Leeds TV Investigates, where we're just going to break down certain aspects of Leeds United, both historical and present. I do believe we've got a few legends getting involved in that as well, so that'll be good to watch, so make sure you tune into that. But again, thank you very much, guys. Enjoy Friday night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Again, please like, share, subscribe, get it on your social medias, and make sure you hit the notification button. And if you haven't already, watch Brummy Joe and Ramblings, and also Oscar's pre-match Birmingham thoughts, and I will see you all tomorrow. Oh yeah, just to fill in, we'll be catching up with Skylights. There's a band that have been quite supportive of us. They're a really good band. We're interviewing them tomorrow post-match, I think. So make sure you check that out, and make sure you check out the music. They do a lot of our intro outro stuff, and when we do put some editing together, you know, we do use their music. So if you're into them, give them a like. Skylights band from Leeds, one of our own. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'll just repeat myself. Have a mint day today. It's Friday, it's the weekend, and then look forward to seeing you all at Ellen Road tomorrow. Thanks very much. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.